Hello.
Uh,
Did you
Hello?
miss
Are
us?
you there?
Hello.
Oh my God. I haven't
Yes,
talked to you in
ma'am.
like a few months. How are you guys?
Oh my gosh. Welcome back, guys. Welcome back to Basic Banter for Witches. It's our season 3.
Season 3. Holy toots. Holy toots. I
I know.
just can't believe
That's
it.
over 80 episodes, Jessica. Over
Jesus.
80.
Oh my God. And you guys are still coming back? You're still here? Like, thank you.
Love it. I love
Jesus.
it. I look forward to the emails every week that people are downloading certain episodes where I'm like, ooh, I wonder what they think. Ooh,
Ooh,
I wonder.
exactly. I wonder, ooh, they're on that episode. Oh, yeah. No, I totally love those as well. It's really nice to
Yeah.
see kind of where people are because obviously not everybody's caught up. And by all means, you should
And you
do
can cherry
every
pick
week.
your episodes too. Like do whatever feels good.
Good. Yeah. But you're here now. So thank you.
Yeah. And hopefully you enjoyed our first episode with Mr. Jason.
Yes,
God, we loved our
Jason.
time with him. He's
That
such a
was
sweet person.
honestly, and I know we kind of like digested together after that interview, but like about like because we've known Jason for years now at this point. This was the first time
Yeah.
we could actually pin him down and have, a chat with him. And it was
Yeah.
like really good growth for our relationship with him, I think, like getting to know him
Yeah.
a little because
Yes.
every time we did a class, it's not just us, right? It's other people, or like it's
Yeah.
a is working, there's other people in the business or whatever. So I really enjoyed getting to know him in that kind of sense as well. But
We did
yeah.
too. Yeah. I know. It's funny because you get to learn, you get to ask questions every single time you go into the store and like or in a class, but like actually getting to say like where did you start in all of
So
this? And
nice.
like having a background in like veterinary medicine, like I
Like,
loved it. It
I
was so
know.
much, loved every second.
And that's what I mean. It was just like, oh my gosh, it was actually like meeting a new friend again. Do you know what I mean? Because like again, like we've been friendly over the years. We've gone to him for courses and shopping and stuff like that. Other questions. But yeah, it's like, oh my God, like I didn't, there's a man behind the machine of
Yeah.
what is it? Hecate? Hecate?
I think it was Hecate.
Hecate. We're gonna go with Hecate. Feeling right.
I always called Hecate, and that was wrong. So
Hecate.
Hecate, correct.
Yeah. It's Hecate. But
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
And we bought things after we had done our podcast episode with him that day. I bought, oh shoot, which one was it? I bought one of Tori's candles. Tori
Yes.
is his
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 15-year-old,
co-owner. He's
yeah,
a
co-owner.
wasn't she 14? Is she
No, she's
14?
15. It was 15 this year.
Oh
Oh, was it 15?
shit.
I'm sure it was 15 because then there was her
Are you
15th candle. Look at
Oh,
Instagram.
it was
Look at, I'm
13.
sure it was 15.
I'm looking right now. So I was like,
Do.
wait.
No, I had bought a candle from him. And actually, I was looking at it today because I'm like, oh, I'll wait till like the moon cycle or, when I should do it.
Mhm.
And I'm like, I'm very creative in a creative mode tonight. So I'm like, oh, maybe I should light it tonight. And actually, just like, we'll see. We'll see. But I love
Good
his
idea.
5-day candles. I love
Oh,
all of his stuff. Yeah.
everything that he's ever done, I just am obsessed with. Like, I love scrolling through his page, being like, oh, what's that? I need that also. Okay, wait, Tori. Thank you for the birthday wishes. Okay, so it was 13th. That's why I was like, no, it's
13. Oh
13th.
yeah, 13. Yeah, that's right. Okay, yeah. I was like, I thought it was 15, but no, it's definitely
So
13.
I have one of Tori's candles that is like a manifesting candle,
Mhm.
and I can use it. It was so like God, I just love him so much because he's like, yeah, he like did like a quick dive of like you should use it on a Tuesday and you should figure out what time when I was like, honestly, Tuesday's all I need. Tuesdays, I'm gonna burn that candle, I'm gonna manifest. So that's what I do. Every time I'm like, what day is it? I'm like, Tuesday, let's start
Tuesday,
manifesting.
Tuesday, Tuesday. Exactly. No,
Oh
it's
my
so good.
God, I just love it. But yes, Tori is his co-owner, this little Chihuahua pup who
Yeah.
just is love
She's
ass.
she's a teacup chihuahua and she's like so lovely. And it's so funny because when we're there, she hears your voice, she comes out of her kennel, she like looks at you, and then she goes back to her kennel. So it's making sure that we're working.
So funny. And it was so funny because I remember one of the first classes, or sorry, one of the classes that you and I had taken, and I brought Harrison. She was like right up in that little carriage, being like, who is this little boy? And I was like, of
You are
course.
exactly the newest wizard in the bunch.
But
She
anyway,
was like a
if you
warlock.
haven't listened to the episode, I hope you do. That, yeah, I know, right? Witch or warlock?
Which
Yeah.
one? We should start asking our
Harrison,
clients that, or like not our clients, our like interviewees, like how do you identify? Like if you were to
the
give
warlock.
yourself a witch or like a, spell master, there's so many different terms for people,
So
but I don't know. What
I
would you
like
be?
that.
Would you be a witch?
Yeah.
I'd be a witch
Yeah.
too.
You know what's funny? So this is going to come out obviously after this has all happened, but the Oilers have just won the game 6.
Yeah.
And so while watching game 6, I was together with a couple people, and I had said out loud, I feel like the Panthers are going to take out their goalie, and there's going to be 2 back-to-back goals. And they're like, well, they might pull out their goalie. They might not, though, because it's game 6, and like that'd be pretty risky, blah, blah, blah. But the Panthers are behind. Sure enough, goalie's out of net, 2 back-to-back goals. And a friend in the room was just like, how did you know that? And I was like, I have been telling you guys for a long time, I'm a witch. And then I wasn't going to put money on it because I don't want bad karma. I was just letting you know this is probably what's going to happen.
I think that's going to happen. Feels right. Exactly.
And I'm happy that I said it out loud, because in other words, I would have been like, I knew it.
Isn't that the best?
Like,
when you're like, exactly. Especially because when you think it and you're like, fuck, I was just thinking that. We should have said it out loud. Because then it's like you have proof then that you're like, but we have, like we have the proof. But no, that totally happens. We're like, should have said it out loud. I was just thinking that or whatever. But
right. Yeah. It's gotten to a point where I don't really care what I think. I don't really care what other people
really
think. If I'm sure if I'm gonna say, I don't really care what I think anymore.
I know.
But yeah, so I would definitely say a witch for sure. Not necessarily an oracle, very much a witch. How about yourself? What do you identify as?
I definitely feel like I'm a witch, but I have like alchemist aspirations. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like I want to like, be more.
Yeah, I like that. As soon as I asked you, I was like, I definitely feel like alchemy is part of you. So
yeah. No,
and you love the math of it all. You love the math.
I enjoy it so much. Yeah. Which kind of like leads us a little bit into today. Like I know in Jason's episode, we did talk about like the courses that we've done and all the things and the blends and da 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 da. So we figured we would talk a little bit more about essential oils. And that actually, before we do that, should we do a catch up before then? But I mean, whatever.
Yeah.
We haven't talked to our frids in like 2 months. They have no idea what's going on in their lives.
Yeah, no kidding. You guys have no idea what's going on because Jessica was supposed to do the reels. Jessica's supposed to do the reels since March, and guess what? It's July, and boom.
You know what? I wanted some months off. I wanted some months off. I want to take them. I totally forgot about it. I'll be honest. But you know what? It's okay. I have lots of stuff in my brain. I've got lots of tabs open, and it's things I want to do.
For some reason, it's frozen, and there's music coming from somewhere, and you're like, "Hey, wait, what?"
Right now?
No, you idiot!
Guys.
No.
I'm like, that's really weird, Britt.
Oh my God, you're funny. Okay, yeah, so before we get into all the wonderful things that are oils, let's do a catch up.
Yes.
So since March, we had completed our season 2, which was so wonderful and lovely.
What happened?
We needed a little bit of a break.
Yeah.
As we do.
We need to reset. Yeah, exactly. It's not that we're tired of doing it. We're not tired of doing it, but I think everything deserves some respite time. You know what I mean? To just replenish all the energy we've been putting out. So, yeah.
Oh, nice and dark in here. Sorry.
Oh, there's the dark. Brittany's in the dark. There we go. Oh, cool. What? I'm trying to think what happened. Okay, so since then, I don't know what April. Don't remember.
I don't remember anything significant. Well, other than like my baby turned 1, so that's actually
like that's a pretty big one. Like it, I know that's pretty big. We, me and my family did come and join you for a few weeks in Canada in May.
Yes, and that's where we were able to actually do our episode with Jason together
in person. Yeah, it was so good. And then
we were able to check out some other witchy shops that we love.
Yeah,
like the amazing siblings at Nocturnus. We love you.
Nice. We're so nice, honestly. And like, see, when we walked in there, she's like, "Oh my God, you're back." I was like, "I am. I missed you. Oh my God, thank you." Yeah. So it was nice, but it was great because like obviously it was a different trip than previous visits, so it was like it was focused on family. It was so good to be all together and like, no offense, but have an end date. You know what I mean? It was like, no, we're all going home together.
Well, yes, yeah. Then that's the thing, like having the actual plan that you're not going to be stuck somewhere. Sorry, Harrison is really enjoying his food and he's singing to his sweet and sour sauce right now.
Oh my God, can you please like show me? Just twist your camera. Like, how are you not recording this? I want to see it. Is he going to be distracted? Oh, hi. Hi. Okay. Oh my God, for a minute there, Honey looked like she was in the pop-up thing, just the way that I could see her face through the mesh. And it
Well,
looks like,
Honey's actually in her crate. That's Grizzly.
oh, I'm sorry, Grizzly. Sorry. Grizzly looks like she was in the baby thing. Anywho.
Oh, that's
Very good.
hilarious. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
So I was like,
No,
what?
she's
She's
sitting
so
right below Harrison because that's he keeps giving her French fries.
just saying
So
he's on food, she's on food patrol. So no, it's
yeah.
all good.
Oh yeah. That's the thing. But yeah, so the visit was amazing. We got to spend lots of time together. We all got matching tattoos.
Tattoos on my birthday.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that was lovely.
Yeah. We're
We
little
had our amazing
celebration.
cousins come from
Yes,
Alberta.
I know. It was so
Our
good,
cousin
honestly. Like, I know we
Heather
say, I mean, all of my
and
family fills my cup, let's be real. But like, there's a special bond between, you know, the select cousins that we got to see. Nothing, like, I shouldn't say that. That doesn't sound
we
very
have
good.
so many
Like,
wonderful
not
cousins.
selected.
We're so blessed that we do,
I'm
but
so blessed. I get my cup gets so full when I see them and when I spend
yeah.
time with them and when we share, you know, experiences together as well. Like
Yeah.
that's, you
Well, that's
know,
it. 'Cause one night when Jen, Heather, and Jeff were at my house, we were just visiting and hanging out downstairs, and we decided to do card pulls for everybody. And
mhm,
Jen brought her a singing bowl, and like, oh my God, I love it. And
yeah,
she accidentally forgot her singing bowl here, so I've been keeping it warm for her. And I'm like,
yeah, that's so good. That's sweet.
yeah, so we love you guys. Just
Yeah.
a quick little shout
Okay.
out.
Yeah. I'm trying to think what else is in the last like month. So it's like, I
So
don't even know.
then, so
I
then
went to the
May and
Pink concert back
yeah,
in Ireland.
how was that?
It's amazing.
I've heard that it's like insane.
It wasn't, I shouldn't even say that. Like, I would watch it again and again and again because
Really?
her voice is absolutely amazing live. Do you know what I mean? Like, she is truly like surpasses the excellent of like a CD or a record. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know, she's
Yeah.
fantastic when you hear her on the radio and stuff like that, but like her in person is just like, it's amazing. And she's doing all this stuff. She's not in the whole show, she's not flying everywhere all the time. Do you know what I mean? Like
Oh, that's nice too.
she gives it in a little dose or whatever. But she seems like such a fun, spunky, like really like wonderful person. And she brought her kids out on stage at different times too. So it was,
Did
and her
you?
daughter was singing on stage, and her son is there. And like you know, it was just really, it felt actually at one point she's like talking to the crowd, and I can't remember. It almost felt like she was just talking to me. Do you know what I mean? Because I was like,
Really?
oh yeah. And I was like, I turned to my friend and I'm like, oh my God, like I just like replied to her like she's talking to me up here in the nosebleeds to me. Like, oh my gosh. I was like, you're so right, Pink. You're so right, Alicia.
How did you
But
guys get tickets? Because like you didn't tell me at all that you were going, and then also
no,
you're like, also picked tomorrow. You're like, I'm sorry,
I
what?
know. I totally. It's funny because I'm like I've known about it for a while since I was either in Canada or just got back from Canada or maybe before Canada. I have no idea. So a girlfriend of mine, she buys tickets like ahead of time and kind of forgets about them. Anyways, so she's like, I buy two because I know I want to go, and then I don't really know who I'm going with until like so it could be like me or another friend or her sister or whatever. And then so yeah, she just asked me and she's like, you want to go? I was like, I actually kind of do. It wasn't on my list of to-dos this year, but she was my first CD. Like she was my first, like, I remember that. Like I was 12 when I got her
Yeah,
CD. My
yeah,
first ever one. And it was like, anyways, I was absolutely overjoyed. I loved it. It was singing and dancing the whole time. It was really cold.
good.
We were at the Aviva Stadium, which is like an indoor outdoor. Like so you're sitting, but you're kind of on the other hand, but it was windy and it was
Oh, so
cold.
it's still
Dublin,
Ireland, so
Dublin in
it's,
June. It'll do.
it's not gonna.
Not
When
gonna,
is their summer? When is Ireland summer?
I think it's this week or like a couple.
Oh, just 1 week.
It was 20. It
It's
was
Tuesday
20.
and Thursday.
It's 22 today. Actually, I was looking because I'm like, ooh, we should go to the beach if it's 20 degrees. It was
That's so
22
funny.
today. Tomorrow's gonna be 20. But you know what? I wish, okay, I don't know if you can see this, but look at this. There's no rain. There's no
Oh,
rain.
it's overcast, but it's
Oh,
still under 10.
well, so like
Not
tomorrow,
looking great.
20, 18, 19, 15, 15, 17, 19. We'll take it. We'll take it. But yeah. So
As it's like plus 27, like all week, we're just roasting it. We're just like trying to keep our AC going. We're like, please,
we went to the
please,
beach last week. It was 20 degrees and we went to the beach.
that's
And
good. Beer?
I'm in the lake. I'm in the lake doing my thing. Maria's afraid of lake, but she's playing on the sand. And Colin was being Colin. I got him some water shoes and he's just everywhere. Anyways,
Oh, it does like the water though. He's in there.
he's a water baby. Like I can't take him to a beach or anything without him going in. Like there's just no way he's gonna go in. Like if he's gonna fall in, that's fine. but then he'll take
Okay.
off his pants and just go in his underwear. Like he's just,
Yeah.
he cannot be stopped. So I got him some water shoes, so at least he's not gonna hurt his feet. So
All
he can
right.
on the rocks and whatever. So
Water shoes are definitely a huge plus. That is one thing that I would invest in anytime I go anywhere now. Like for anywhere that has like a beach or water.
yeah,
We're gonna do
dude,
ponds.
that's
I've had
fine.
ponds. Yes, after your Pink concert and
Mhm.
after all the weather hilariousness, then came June, and that's
Dude,
when
dude,
Mr.
dude.
Colin had his birthday.
And he's 5.
5 already.
It's 5.
He's so
Yeah.
cute. I actually need to go back to like our visit real fast. He was so freaking cute. It was like no time had passed between him and I because he he's definitely
Your boy.
who, yeah, like he raised me as a parent basically too. To be like, okay, we can do this. Like he's, he's my little boy. And that was like it's if no time had passed when he was
Yeah.
here. Just always wanted to hang out, big hugs, big cuddles all the time where I was like, holy shit, yes, yes, yes. I'll
No.
take every second.
Exactly.
And
And
even
like
when
I knew that. You know,
yeah.
it's so nice to like actually, yeah, just like confirm it too. And actually, even with Harrison, you know, and I know that like obviously I haven't physically seen him in almost a year or whatever it was, but it was like he still didn't play strange. It was so good. It was like, okay, fine, yeah.
It's strange with any of you guys, which was amazing. So that was that was a worry on both ends
Okay.
because the
Yeah.
kids had only seen each other virtual.
Yeah, exactly. Like honestly,
It's
Colin
pretty
hadn't met him.
crazy.
Even here, Ryan had never met Harrison in person, only on FaceTime. And
Yeah,
Ryan's his is Harrison's favorite person.
yeah,
Like,
honestly. Yeah, literally biting his toes every day and everything.
I know, it's so cute. Yeah.
Sorry, Harrison's now
What's he doing?
yelling.
Okay. It's
Oh, he
fine. I don't hear.
he's just talking to the movie. Oh, you don't hear him? Good.
Oh, I heard him in a little bit, but it's fine.
Love.
Okay. So now that
So
you've
yes,
caught up on our lives, anything else?
yeah. So, Colin graduated,
Yep.
and you have been working a lot now, and you're continuing your business,
Mhm.
your own
Yeah.
apothecary business.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. So I actually did a reading for a girl at work today, or a couple of the girls at work. I'm like, oh, I have my cards and like, sure.
Oh,
So I did like little mini readings. So that was good. And then, yeah, I had got an order in for some new sprays and stuff. And I like actually was like trying to find my recipe book, which I still can't find, but it's fine because recipes change. And
you know,
I know my intentions behind them. So I've got my sage on the stove right now. So that is a work in progress, which is good. It's not on, it's just soaking or whatever right now, into the boiling
nice.
water. So that's going to be used for one of my sage sprays. And then I've got some of my go-tos here.
Love
Um,
it.
so yeah, I figure we'll just kind of chit chat about some essential oils and how you use them, how to use them, like topical or whatever, or where or how. And then yeah, we can talk about kind of the properties behind them and what they mean and what they can signify. That
Yeah,
works.
and when not to use them. Yeah,
What?
and how not to use
And how not to
them.
use them. Exactly. Yes. So
Yes. Yeah, so I've been working with essential oils specifically for many years now. Um, I love them. There are so many wonderful uses for them. It's just all about how you use them properly. So when it comes to essential oils, there's a lot of people that would like to ingest them. Say like there's a lemon or cinnamon or whatever, and that's great, but you have to make sure that your essential oils are essential when they say essential oil on there, but you also have to make sure on their bottle they say okay to ingest, because if not, that means that they have been cut with maybe more of a fragrance oil versus an essential oil, or perhaps a carrier oil that has been cut in there that won't be good for your body. So be mindful and be careful of which essential oils you do purchase if you are ingesting them. But when it comes to using them in like a topical lotion or a room spray or a pillow mist or oil in your diffuser, then you have a lot more range. But again, the better quality ones are going to give you the best benefit. You know how you can, now that essential oils and fragrant oils are more easily purchased, you
yeah.
can get a lot of oils from, say, cheaper places that are like Dollarama or Walmart, and like that's fine, but read the labels
Yeah,
because
exactly.
they may not
Good.
do what you do. Sorry, I'm dark again
Where'd you
because the
go,
sun.
Brittany? That's
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
behind the clouds.
Sun goes
No.
behind the clouds and then I'm in the dark. So There are some really reputable places. There's online, of course, as well as there will be like apothecary shops.
Mhm.
A lot of places that are metaphysical shops will definitely have a higher quality one because they are also using them for specific purposes that
Exactly.
you
Yeah.
may or may not be ingesting. So
Yeah. Exactly.
there's a quick little tip there. Oh, now
Yeah.
it's so bright.
Oh my goodness. Brittany's like, I'm da, 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 da," and I'm just like, I'm here. No, I totally agree. Yeah, definitely. Um, yeah, read the labels for sure. Cause yeah, you might get
Yeah.
something that's just cut with something else. But now hold on a minute. Okay, you know those oil diffusers that you can buy, you like plug in and it like smells amazing. I don't get them. I don't understand how to do that. And I don't know
So
if other people are like, maybe Jessica, like just read the thing. And I'm like, I still did, and I don't know what I'm doing. I was like putting oil in this little like silicone cup. I'm like, that's not where it goes. It's not what it's for. I don't know how to use them. I don't have one right now either, but
like the plug-in ones, though,
yeah.
it all depends again what brand that is. Is it like a Glade plush it?
What did my BB Love air purifier or Mr. whatever I gave you, right? That one you can put essential oils in.
Yes. So like it's if it's a diffuser, it'll diffuse the water, like the oil with the water. So again, it like steams it. But I just was thinking towards like those like Glade plugins or those
Mm-hmm.
incense diffuse or incense infusers or whatever, where there's like a
Yeah,
bunch of oil sticks are in there. Those are more fragrant oil. So fragrant oils are much different.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, because that is
Oils
it.
is
Yeah. Oh yeah. So don't put those in there. Is that with like the reeds? No. No.
Yeah, no, those are great if you want to just have
Yeah.
like a nice little smell, but they
Yeah.
won't give you the same or sorry, the same result if you
Yeah.
were using like pure essential oil. But using pure essential oil is also pretty intense because it will eat at containers that are not metal, metal or glass.
Exactly. Yeah. So like typically when you get them, they're going to be in glass containers. But I work
Yeah,
when I do my stuff. I have my beakers,
yeah,
my
that's
glass
cute.
beakers, and then I have my little zoop zoop zoops for that.
That's cute.
Well, I know it's so cute. I like living. I'm in a laboratory, Brittany.
Yeah, you're a scientist, Jessica. I like it.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, so
Um.
that's the thing. Like because if you put essential oil, pure essential oil in plastic, the essential oil is so concentrated, it will actually eat away at the plastic and destroy
Yeah.
whatever it is. So be
And
careful.
actually, and you should always wash your hands as well. And I've been
Oh
touching my
yeah.
fucking face right now, which is driving me nuts, but it's
Yes.
fine. But yeah, working with clean hands. Because
Or
it's
gloves.
not,
Or
I find that my
gloves.
fingers don't get bothered, but if I'm like, as I do, I blow my nose or whatever, then I'm like, oh my God, like I burned up here before.
Your
Just
skin
because I
on
for
your
some
face is going to be more delicate and thin than your hands. So using peppermint in general, peppermint is amazing, but if you put it anywhere close to your eyes, it's going to come off as if it's burning you.
yes, exactly. Yeah. So
But yeah, so
anyway,
when it comes to I'm not sure if you want to add anything about that before we go through essential
oh, I
oil.
think you covered it. The warning
Okay.
labels.
The pardon?
The warning labels, very important.
Yes, the warning label. So when not to use them.
Mhm.
If you are pregnant, do not put these on your skin.
Don't do it.
Do not. You
Don't do
can
it.
you can diffuse them.
Yeah.
Do not put them on your skin. Don't put them in the bath.
Don't put them on baby skin. Don't do it.
No, yeah, that's the thing. Baby skin, especially because it's so
Delicate and
so.
sensitive.
But with pregnancy also, there's just the only one that would be safe is lavender. But even
Yeah.
then, it would dilute lavender to be like 10%
Yeah.
lavender, 90% carrier oil.
Mhm.
I would make it as diluted as possible because you just
Mhm.
don't want anything to affect your baby.
No. And I know that I think isn't peppermint okay as well? Again,
Sometimes they
heavily
have to be,
diluted. I'm trying to
yeah,
think when
have
I
to
was
be
pregnant with
diluted.
Colin, and when I was really pregnant with Colin, really pregnant. I was really pregnant with Colin. I had like my little whatever rollers of peppermint oil that I would put on because I like, tried not to take what if I had a headache or whatever.
But you know,
But
your roller that you got from Sage, like
yeah,
from those
yeah.
reputable places, they
For
would
people
have made
places.
it,
It was like the
they would
headache
have.
one. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. Like they have made it safe for everybody. But if it was someone that has peppermint oil at home, I
Hmm.
would just be incredibly careful.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, I agree.
Yeah.
Oh,
But otherwise, like a lot of it is just be mindful. If you're putting in your bath, I would more so put it on a like a stone. an essential oil like stone, like or whatever for in your bathroom, so that way, or sorry, in your bathtub, that you can, as your water's going, it can steam up that essential oil. If you are putting it in your bath, I would again do a carrier oil with something else. Like if you're gonna mix it with like some coconut oil or something, and then just like
Mm.
wash it underneath the water as it's filling
Yeah.
up. You can make a shower steamer. There are so many wonderful things that can help diffuse that scent without actually touching your skin, and then you have more um
Mm. You see the benefit of it. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, and then you have more variety. Sorry, he's
Yeah.
yelling. I'm so sorry.
No, that's fine. I don't hear it at all. It's totally fine.
Oh, good.
Cool. So is there like, I guess now that we've kind of talked about all that, do you have any oils that are your go-tos, or like what are you using these days?
Thankfully, I've been in a business that has helped create a lot of different blends, and I've had
Mm.
lots of freedom to research and create blends. So like I have personally created ones that have helped anxiety. And this is not, sorry, it's not getting rid of anxiety. It's just helping the symptoms of anxiety when you need it. I've also helped create a sleep one. I have created, um, why can't I think of the name? I have for pets, I made a dog spray and a cat spray,
Mm.
that helped calm for them. That worked actually, especially on our one friend's cat who was moving from one house to another and she kept peeing everywhere. And
Mm.
then as soon as they put it on her, because I made it like properly with like enough carrier oil, because with cats and dogs you have to be extra careful. Um, I made one for her, and at the moment they put it on her, she was like a completely different cat, which was great.
Yeah, that's good.
Also made a bug spray at one point.
Cool. That'd be
And
great.
yeah, I know, right? And so I've did lots of different things over the year, and just in this last couple months, I have put together like an earthy one, like a woodsy, like made with fur. Oh, it's so nice. It smells like so freaking good. So, um, so one that I would say that I use more often right now. I had created one at the spa called Relax. This was a couple of years ago now, but they still use it. And that one is like a combination of lavender and tangerine. So lavender is obviously quite calming. It's so beautiful and healing for the body. And tangerine is incredibly like lifting. It's so good for anxious energy. It's so good. So mixing them together
Yeah.
helps your body find like this really nice calm, so you can actually just feel rested.
Yeah. Well, that's really
That's
good.
my go-to right now. What about yourself? What's your go-to?
Well, I love sage. That's like my number one. And I think because it does so much, I've also
Yeah.
been leaning a lot towards rosemary because I really like the healing and
Nice.
cleansing process, or like principles around it. Do you mean like for example, it was used in hospitals really before there was much to do with like sterilizing. Do you know what I mean? It was like rosemary would be helpful within like the cleaning world. So I really
Yeah.
like that kind of cleanse with rosemary. And then I'm also a sucker for like the traditional sense, like lavender, ginger is one of the ones I just got. What other ones am I working with here? Vanilla, but I'm also a big sucker for vanilla. So I've been kind of collecting as I go and kind of as I see them come up, and I'm like, hey, you know what, I could add that. So my newest ones that I just, or didn't just get, I just unboxed. It's so bad. I haven't done any in a bit here, but I just picked up ylang ylang and eucalyptus, and then yeah, I just got my ginger. So yeah, I don't know. I kind of as I go, and different things kind of call for different things. Now, because when I do my blends, I stick to the alchemy kind of measurements in terms of, what blends together really nicely, following the rules of, not the rules, but like the guidelines of the moons and the planets, and the alignments and all of that, and then those meanings behind that. So
Love that.
that's where I
I
like
love
to stick with my kind of rules. So even though actually I was going to look up, so the one that you've got is lavender and tangerine. So I'm actually going to
that's
see right
correct.
now, see
Yeah,
where
let's do
they
it.
are. So lavender is okay. It's Mercury, the moon, and Venus. Okay, and then what I mean by planetary alignment here, or whichever. So Mercury, Moon, and Venus. So we're going to look at where those, like what kind of planets those ones are, or not planets, planets. Sorry, words today. So Mercury is an air element. The moon is a water element. And what was the last one? Venus. This is Earth. So in the elemental world, those can coexist together. Really, the only no-nos in this process would be fire and water. So those would be the ones that we could not put something that was from Mars, for example, being a fire planet, with say which ones did I say? Like the moon. It just would not blend well together. But two fires could go together, fire and earth elements could go together. It's just those ones wouldn't blend. So again, if I've got two that don't exist together, then that'd be why. So I'm just gonna look at tangerine now. Sorry for my ramble. Hi, Baba.
Yeah.
Okay.
Harrison had to tune in. What a shock every episode. As he gets bigger and bigger, it's like, hello, little boy. Still
Okay,
covered in
so
sorry,
tangerine is Sun and Jupiter. So because, like, again, Sun is a fire planet, and Jupiter is an air and earth planet in this metaphysical world, which you don't have to necessarily follow outside of it, right? But if I wanted to follow the rules of alchemy, those wouldn't blend together because there's water element in lavender, and then there's the fire element in the tangerine. A lot of those citrus ones would have that fire kind of underlying there.
Yeah.
So interesting, but that's not to say it doesn't smell good. I mean, this is just one of
Yeah, for sure.
those, yeah.
Yeah. From an alchemy standpoint, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, but now, like looking at, some of the other blends that we do, again, this is where we can focus on, the needs for the spray or the needs for the essential oil or the massage oil or whatever. So of course you've paired it really lovingly. And because you've got that relaxed and like the actionable kind of stuff, I think there's really good purpose behind it. And at the end of the
Yeah,
day, intention is going to overrule a lot of that. So yeah.
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 Totally
I
like
like
it.
that a lot. Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm working on
Cool.
my sage spray right now. And then the other one that I have is a sage and lime. That's my success spray. So I'm going to do some of those. And then
Yeah.
I did write down your lavender and tangerine. I might give it a try. I actually don't know if I have tangerine.
Good. I'll give you the recipe.
I'll just do my own. I'll do my own blend because then I'm not stealing. I've got grapefruit. Tangerine. What is a tangerine? Is
Grapefruit
it
as well.
tangerine and orange?
Tangerine is an orange.
Okay, because I've got
Well,
I've got mandarin.
ooh, that'd be like an earthier orange.
Okay, sorry, it was lavender. Lavender.
Tangerine.
Lavender and tangerine. Let's give that a little sniffy sniff. So I'm gonna take two of my oils and I took the caps off here, and this is kind of how we can smell. It's just kind of smell them together. And it definitely smells like the spa. I smell that. I've smelled that before. I love that. I love that.
Fine. There's and notice you.
Yeah. So yeah, so that's really good. So I think yeah, what else can I tell you about these guys, or what else can we do?
What else are you going to be making for your apothecary store?
So
what is the stock for this year?
Okay, so on my like to-dos list this year, I'm gonna be doing a like magnesium sleepy spray. That'll be my soul spray that I've been working on. I've been like not manifesting it, but I've been like brewing it. Let's just say up here. I'm like, I have all the ingredients. It's just I've been low on energy this year, but I'm starting to feel my peak, which I think is really interesting because the summer solstice just happened. But literally all year, I've been so wiped. Like I want to say since Christmas. I don't know if you remember me starting to talk about that, but it was like, oh, you froze. That's fine. But I literally like all year I've just been sluggish in this area of my life. So I'm like just finally feeling like, oh, I can do a reading. Oh, I can do this. It's just so.
Oh, I wonder
like,
what's that's good.
But anyways, I'm gonna take it.
You know who we need to talk to about this? I feel like we need to talk to Giselle about this
I think so.
and get our birth charts figured out.
We need that. I think we do.
And then
I think I need
dive.
some serious life advice, Jamie. But yeah, so that's my soul spray. The magnesium one is coming, and then
Love
I've
it.
got some massage oils as well. Speaking of the carrier oils, I was like, oh, I'd love to do like a peppermint massage oil for like your head and scalp that you can kind of just like work in as like a headache or again that anxiety relief. So it's all coming. It's just it's me, and I'm work is busy.
one-man
That's it.
show. You've got two
Exactly.
kids,
That's
full-time
your kid.
work,
Mhm.
and you still want to be inspired when you do it. You don't want to have to do it because you have to
Exactly.
do it.
It's not a chore to me. I'm sorry, it shouldn't feel like a chore. It's like, okay, I've like, strike while the iron is hot. So that's kind of where I've been at.
Exactly.
It's like I haven't been
Yeah.
in the right zone. So yes. So yeah. So tonight I'm gonna get some blends up for a gal who bought some sprays for me. I actually need to go into the place that I sell sprays in town and be like, I haven't been here all year. How's it going? Like I
Yeah,
like
yeah,
I'm
exactly. Do
not,
you need more things?
do you need anything? Like I'll make it. Yeah, I think I need it. So that'll be on my list tomorrow. I'll do
That'll
that.
be nice though, going to check in to be like, okay, so what should we
Hi.
do here?
I still exist, and I'm sorry I haven't literally been here in 6 months, but you haven't texted me either, so I don't feel bad. But I'll have no idea if they've got any
Yep.
inventory there because I sell like things there too, right? So like I have some tarot decks and I've got some evil eyes and whatever keychains and bits and bobs. So yeah, so I'm gonna do that. That'll be my tomorrow.
That'll be really
Yeah.
nice then, just to check in.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that new summer is here
Yeah.
after the summer solstice has happened and the full moon in Capricorn. I feel like it's like a brand new leaf, like a brand new chapter. And I don't know
Mhm.
why I feel that about having
That's what
that
I
full moon.
feel. No, I feel like it was a changing moment. I really do. Like I felt it. It was like, okay, like the next phase, but I felt like I actually felt a chapter close, if that makes any sense. It just felt like the beginning of the next, anyways, but I interrupted you.
I love that. Well, and speaking of like what you think, I feel like I have actually done more card readings and more cord cutting rituals for people in the
Mhm.
last little while than I think I've ever have done. And it's
Mm.
just because like I like to do them. And if you throw me a message, I'll pull a card for you. I don't care.
Mhm.
Um, it's just if I have time.
Yeah,
But
exactly. Yeah.
it's nice. Like I feel it feels good to do. I've really fallen in love with doing cord cutting.
Yeah.
And like even for planning for this episode today, I was like, we should do cord cutting one, not even thinking that we've done a full cord cutting one. Plus, we had a guest to do a cord cutting ritual on. I was like,
Yeah.
okay, Brittany, clear that you like this, but it doesn't have to be another episode. It can be something else. So
Exactly. That's all right. We could make a kit or
yeah,
something. No, I think those are
I
so
know.
important. And I'm glad that you can still find that passion behind it. That's really important. So
It's
yeah.
as it comes up, I'm like, oh yeah, for sure. Like, cause there's a couple witchy things that I would like to do in the next little while. Like you know how everyone has that space in their house that they're like, oh my God, it's just like the junk room or whatever. And that's my office slash where I keep all of my wonderful witchy things. So it is going to be a task this summer that I would like to, oh, okay, go through there and actually redo my altar. And I think I'm going to set up a crystal grid. I haven't
Ew,
actually
that's
done my,
so good. I'm glad.
so I'm excited for all the wonderful change. And like, because of this like new boost of like witchy energy, I'm just like, okay, let's do it.
Yeah.
Right,
No, I
Melissa?
totally feel you. I feel like things are, like I said, it's a rejuvenation. Maybe we've
Yeah,
just given ourselves the break that we've needed and then it's
maybe.
renewed, right? Um,
Totally.
yeah, I
But
feel
yeah,
you.
when it comes to this season, we would love your inputs. If like, do you guys
Yeah.
want us to keep on with a lot of the guests, or do you want to see more episodes of just Jessica and I shooting the shit, or combination, or like whatever you guys
Yeah.
want?
Yeah,
We're
and then
into.
also we can because we right now we only do our monthly card readings for whatever, but I was thinking like we should do like a live. I know we talk about these fucking lives all the
I was
time.
like, don't even come at me with these fucking
I
because
know,
we
I know. But I'm like, we just need to do it. I was thinking, Brittany, I was thinking today, I'm like, you know what we should do? We should just do a live this episode and be like,
yeah, let's do it.
we're on, we're here. Exactly. Oh, by the way, we're live. No. But no, we should and like be like, there's our episode. It'll be a live Saturday night.
Where we can do that.
Live
Ooh,
from
okay. Well,
Ireland and Saskatchewan.
well, I know we weren't ready for cards, or I don't know if we were ready for cards, but a card just flew out, and it's funny what the card is. So, do
Okay.
you want to pull first, or do you want me to go first?
I was shuffling,
Okay,
sorry.
well,
I
I
just
will go
muted it, so I
first.
shuffled. But yeah, if you want to go, you are obviously your cards are ready, so you go
Oh
for
yeah,
girl.
because your one friend doesn't like the sound of the shuffling, right?
I don't know. No, he doesn't like when I go.
Do you remember the first season? He was all. I thought he didn't like the sound of the shuffling, and we're like, we appreciate your feedback. So
No,
silly.
it's because my nose is constantly running and I was like sniffing or blowing my nose. I don't know. He's like, you got to stop that. I was like, okay. And I don't know if he's listened
Oh,
since. So Mo, I'm
wow.
sorry. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
And if you are, we're very happy you're still listening,
I'm
but
so
we're also sorry.
happy. You know what? Exactly. Exactly. Don't you love when we name drop all these people and they half of them don't listen? I'm like, bitches, come on. Like everybody
Hilarious.
knows who you are. Anyways, no. So yeah, if you want to do yours, I'll get to pulling mine.
Okay, I will. I'm
Okay.
just had to sit the boy down.
Here's a bottle. He's happy. The way he's been climbing around you is hilarious to me. Welcome
He's
back to Basic Banter for
yeah,
Witches.
exactly. This is what you missed.
This is what you missed this time on Survivor.
That's
But
right.
also not.
Literally, Survivor is a great description of motherhood.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Okay, sorry. Do you want me to go first? Do you want to go first?
No, I will. I just am trying to get him to sit in like one fucking place for like more than a
Fine.
second. Okay, so the
Okay.
deck that I chose today was my Angels and Ancestors Oracle deck from Kyle Gray.
Okay.
I've only actually pulled from this deck once before in an episode, and it's funny. It's so funny. I remember having to take a break immediately from this deck, which was so stupid. It's because I said the name wrong, and I felt like just like the spirit, and I was like, oh, Brittany, you idiot, you just back burner. So I hadn't actually pulled it since until a week ago when I was doing a card pull for one of our beautiful cousins, and I was like, "Oh, I forgot I really like this deck, so it has to come back out of the woodwork."
Yeah.
So the card that flew out is the snake.
Oh,
Shedding
fancy.
old skin.
Shedding old skin.
So it's
Very, very,
interesting
yeah.
on brand for everything that we were just talking about.
Mm-hmm.
So I am going to, okay, what? Oh, here we go. Snake. All right. Cast off the old, reveal your true colors, talents, and gifts to the world.
Mm-hmm.
So, in many spiritual traditions, the snake offers powerful medicine. In tantric teachings, it symbolizes the powerful serpentine energy within that allows you to reach your highest spiritual potential. When the sacred ones saw a snake in the nature or encountered one in a dream, they knew that there was a transformation in the air. Oh, this is so. Anyways,
Mm-hmm.
for me, the snake card not only represents the shedding of old skin, but moving beyond the limitations caused by carrying the venom of negative thoughts about others or the past.
Mm-hmm.
The extended message for this is the energy of renewal is washing over your life at this time. If for some reason you feel that your true self hasn't been recognized or if you've been misread by others, know this energy is now leaving you. As you've been working through your old stories and all the self-limiting beliefs, sorry, it's giving me raspberries to the back of my arm,
Okay.
that you've accumulated along the way, you've been peeling away a shield of skin that has created limiting experiences. Your own personal commitment to growth has been recognized, and now the external world will begin to reflect all the work that you've been doing within. If you feel someone you love has misunderstood you recently, they will be able to see beyond that if you're willing to be recognized. They will be able to see beyond that if you're willing to recognize your own challenges. This is time for renewal, abundance, and connection. Let yourself be reborn and celebrated. So it's funny. I've had these cards once before, and so have you, Jessica. So
Yep. Yep.
next
Okay.
month,
He's into your bag of trash.
I can't hide anything on this kid.
Is it
But yes.
trash?
He's obsessed with giving me fucking raspberries
I
lately.
love it. It's cute. Honestly,
Yeah.
soak it up.
Yeah. Oh, I do every second of the day.
His face. Okay. All righty. Well, I had shuffled and done everything before, and I actually got the octopus.
Oh.
So, reaching, yearning, lacking boundaries and direction. The octopus signifies a wonderfully perspective mind paired with the lack of healthy boundaries. Unfortunately, this results in well-intended but messy relationships. The octopus entwines itself into other people's business and shares their own without restraint. They believe that's what it means to be close. If you notice after spending time with someone that you feel drained or uneasy, the essence of the octopus is at play. Begin to establish healthy boundaries, be patient and firm. It may be a very old habit to change. So when you're in balance, you are interested, engaging, and intelligent. When you're out of balance, you're needy, clingy, or lacking courage. To bring into balance, space to oneself, talk therapy. So
Oh,
yeah, I hope that
lovely.
reaches who it needs to reach. That's my goal for
Yeah.
that. So
Yeah, let's hope that those messages are nice and clear for whoever needs them.
exactly. Yeah.
And so okay, nice. So since Harrison's getting out of control, this is gonna be my cue to say
That's
hello,
fine.
hello.
We're gonna get going right away. It's okay.
But so don't forget, everybody, that we are still doing our monthly readings.
Yeah.
If you want to submit your question anonymously, or if you want
Oh,
to give
no.
your name, I'm sorry.
Give us a nickname. I don't know exactly. He's so funny. He's like, I'm taking over.
I know, listen.
Okay, that's fine. But well, while Brittany's in the thick of the chaos, it's all good. You guys can find us on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube at Basic Banter for Witches. And you can email us any questions, inquiries, or whatever, just love in general, at
Yeah.
basicbanterforwitches@gmail.com.
Woo, we're so happy to be back.
We're happy to be back. Yes, looking forward to a lovely summer filled with witchy business, all those things. Yeah.
Okay, well,
So
we
is
love you guys.
Harrison.
We'll talk to you next week, all right?
Okay, love
Bye-bye
you.
now. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.